So a lot of patients, Trish, might experience shame in how they feel, especially around their negative or more negative emotions like anger or greed or envy. Is there any way that we can use these emotions more positively?
First of all, accept that we all feel those emotions at some point. Everybody at some point will feel envy or jealousy, or we live in a world where we have access to social media. We can see what everybody else is doing. We tend to judge ourselves according to everybody else is doing better than us. It's about just remembering that feeling negative emotions isn't a bad thing. It's how we act on those emotions. That's when we have to be careful how we manage them.
And is there any key bits of advice that you might give someone who is experiencing, say, anger or other negative emotions to the point where it's making them feel quite uncomfortable and quite conflicted?
Understanding where your anger is coming from, breaking it down, actually seeing where you're angry. Because quite often, especially if we're in relationships or family situations, we all know something has happened, we felt angry, and then the next person that's spoken to us has got the brunt of the anger. Finding out exactly what we're angry about, what we feel shame about, where it's come from, that's the root cause of it. And then once we've got the root, we can then build on how to actually use it effectively. Because feeling angry isn't necessarily a negative emotion, it's dealing with it effectively so that we don't hurt ourselves or other people.
And what are the ways that we can use these negative emotions more positively?
With anger, sometimes it's about physically working it out. So sometimes actually, things like going to the gym, training is really positive because we can get that adrenaline out because the adrenaline builds in us, whether we use it or not. So getting it out is really positive. Being able to talk through it as well so that psychologically we can understand where it's coming from, as well as giving it a physical outlook isn't negative, it's all positive because we're dealing with it. We're accepting that we're feeling the emotion, we're physically coping with the emotion when it comes up. And psychologically, we're actually finding out why we're feeling the emotion.
And if someone wanted to work with you so you can guide them to improve their relationship with their own emotions, how can they get in contact with you?
Just call Revitalised Clinic, ask for a free half-hour consultation, and we'll talk you through it and just take you anywhere you need to go.